Hey guys, Camfrey15 back at it with another video for you guys. Back with another episode review of a jack of all trades. Orhun's in a whole new party. I love it. And at the same time, my man is picking up chicks. He's picking up you already got two girls in the party. Already simping for him. So my man's okay, let's get something straight. My man's Orhun. He's got four girls that potentially we know three of basically are confirmed that they have feelings for him. Number one is this childhood friend named Shion we saw last week. Number two is clearly Sophia. And now number three is Selma. Selma clearly has affections, has feelings towards Orhun. Even though she's trying to hide it, even though she's trying to put her feelings away so she can make her little sister, Sophia, I guess win in the end because, it's my sister's first crush. Listen, look, Sophia's cute. She's adorable. But I am 100% totally, I don't care. If there's any endgame with Orhun and a girl, I need him with Selma because Selma is a very cultured woman. And Selma is best girl in this show, and she's my favorite girl in this show. The moment I saw Selma from episode 1, I knew this is going to be one hell of a woman. And I need Orhun to hook up with her, not anybody else. Now we got to add Rain to the harem mix. Oh yeah, and then Luna too. Albeit, I don't think Luna likes him like that. I think she just respects him, and she can clearly tell he was the reason why the party went as far as they did. But I'll add Luna to the harem, and then now I guess you can add Rain to it because of the fact that she got all handsy with him, and I'm just like, whoa, what the frick is going on here? It's crazy enough that it took drunk for Selma to go drunk for her to reveal these lingering feelings about Orhun. And now, more than likely, she's gonna try to do the typical Ochako Uraraka route of trying to hide those feelings, even though deep down, it's very much clear she likes Orhun like that. So we'll see. We'll see where that relationship goes. So who knows? Maybe that's a tease to Selma and him, or Selma and Shion fighting for the rights of Orhun. I'm gonna be very intrigued to see when we get back with the party how Rain's gonna be acting, how the other members, Luke Ray and then I think Gilbert, is going to be saying and just be like, so Rain, you got pretty close with Orhun. Is something going on? So yeah, man, it's it's gonna be. This show is absolutely hilarious, bro, and I love this show. And look, it was a nice episode. This episode was basically getting Orhun accustomed to his new party, and I think when you see them go on this mission in the dungeon, you see that the party works well, and Orhun is basically mentioning the fact, like, hey, this party works well together. They cooperate with each other. There's no bickering, and it seems like their synergy between each other is like at its highest, right? And everything. And Orhun actually really likes that because it's like, one, they're not only respecting him as who he is, they obviously are a party that obviously collaborates on a lot of things and is able to work together, right? So you just see from the standpoint, and I also did like the fact like he was willing to take orders from Selma because Selma was like, hey Orhun, you can go do your own thing, right? And Orhun's like, no, Selma, tell me what I need to do. Like, You're really great. And he's giving her all these compliments, and that's what also starts her kind of getting a little flustered with all these compliments he's giving her because she's having these feelings for this dude, right? She's kind of, I guess you can say she's been infatuated with the guy realistically since um he saved the entire class from the Black Dragon. That's kind of where her feelings kind of developed and started, right? She couldn't figure those out, and that's why she always wanted to bring him along because she knew, a, she was freaking special. And it's funny because, well, I'll talk about it in the bar scene or the dinner scene, right? That they were eating right after their celebration, but I did like the fact that they were working together, and it really goes to show you compare and contrast. Like it shows you from, when Oliver and his party, when they got a new supporter, right? Um, they basically went to the lower floors to try to take down the Black Dragon without, doing like maybe a tune-up mission to get adjusted to each other. And you see how with this group, they didn't do what they did, albeit Orhun later on said like, "Hey, do you think we'd be able to like go to lower floors and cooperate fine?" And Orhun said yeah to that, like, "Oh yeah, we'd be perfectly fine." But they went against weaker, monsters, albeit, these monsters tried to throw them off their game here and there. They still went to a mission that was manageable for them to do. So if they ever did get into trouble, it's something where, either Orhun could bail the party out, or Selma could bail the bar, or just Selma and the others could bail Orhun out, right? Okay. So, you get that whole moment right then and there. So I did like that whole moment, them working together. It was also cool to find out, like, Selma actually has telepathy, which helps the other party members stay on task and is able to essentially get the job done, right? And they're always working collaboratively. So it was pretty cool. And again, Orhun makes mention like, "Yo, no, Selma's dope. She's awesome. She's amazing." So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So it then leads to this bar scene, right, where they're celebrating with drinks and everything after they're done. And again, they're all like, they're all happy, like, "Oh, I'm just happy that Orhun is just liking us and everything," because they literally thought like Orhun was gonna like kind of be like distant and not talkative. But they're like, "You know what? You're actually a good guy. You're actually pretty talkative when you get the chance to do it and everything." And it's funny because they're talking about like how nervous they were about it, and then they're like, "Man, you should have seen Selma. She was super nervous about all this." But clearly, it seems like there must be, maybe the nerves are just something more. And obviously, someone's like, "No, no, 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 no. It's not like that, guys. Come chill, chill, chill." And clearly, the other character's like, really? Really? So then this ends up a few minutes later where Selma gets madly drunk. We find out later in the episode from Sophia, like, she never gets like this, right? Like, it's clear, right? And so she clearly gets drunk. And once she's drunk, bro, the feelings just come out, bro. She just explains what she's feeling. She looks at Orhun and she's like, "You're a really handsome man, Orhun." And I'm just like, "Oh, yo, what?" And then Orhun's like, "Selma, are you good?" And she's like, and she's talking to him all sweet talk and everything. And Orhun's getting all flustered. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, calm down, Selma. I don't need all this." And she's like, "Oh, but I want all this, right?" And it's funny. I forgot the comment she exactly said, but it was kind of like basically to the mention of like, "Hey, why don't we go somewhere and you can stay with me till morning?" And Orhun's like, "Till morning?" And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Rain, who is drunk, shows up. She's like, "Hey, why don't you spend time with me, Orhun?" And obviously you look at Selma, she gives the grumpy face saying like, "No, you need to spend time with me." And you just have it to where Gilbert and Luke Ray are just like, "Well, it seems like Orhun is a fan favorite in the party." So I take it that Rain and Selma clearly have feelings for Orhun, and they want to be more than just party mates. They may want to actually get in my man's pants and, go on from there. Listen. Now look, Rain is a lolly character. I'm not about that. So, with all due respect. And it's funny because Orhun's like, I feel her boobs on me and everything. I'm like, dude, she barely has anything unless I guess she has something. But I'm just like, my guy, just go with Selma. That's a cultured woman. So, essentially, we go over to Sophia's room and she's like, I wonder where sister's been. So she gets a knock and or she gets a knock on her door. And Orhun is like, hey, it's me, Orhun. And she's like, Orhun. And she's like, what is he doing here at this time of night and everything? And I don't even look all prim and proper. Because remember, we know Sophia also has a crush on him too, right? She's definitely crushing hard. So she opens the door and she sees Selma riding on Orhun's back. And she's like, wait, you have that type of relationship? And Orhun's like, no, 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 no. We do not have that type of relationship. She just got madly drunk. She passed out and I needed to take her back. And obviously, you just have to where Sophia's pissed, right? She's clearly pissed that it's like, great, my sister's trying to steal the guy that I like, even though I probably told her. And I guess they established at some point, unless Selma clearly knew, they clearly established. I guess they must have established off screen that Sophia must have told Selma that she must like Orhun more than just a teacher or something like that. And Selma clearly knows, like, oh no, Sophia has a crush on Orhun. That's her first love. So essentially, she does this the brooding sister act like, Selma, get up now, Selma. And Selma's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. So they have this funny talk where they're, where obviously Selma's the one to apologize, and Sophia's like, all right, fine, as long as you never do that again, right? Now this ends up into a scene later as Selma is taking a shower and she's just thinking about the shit she did when she was drunk about her feelings for Orhun, and she's just like, no, I can't be doing this. Like, I don't want to upset Sophia because that's her first crush. But at the same time, it's like I have this weird feeling in my chest about when I think about him and everything. Which basically signifying ding ding ding, you're in love with Orhun, and stuff like that. So she's gonna try to play the whole, and then the next day she plays like, hey, I apologize for, what happened yesterday. That wasn't like me. So, hey, let's just forget about it. Albeit we know deep down she's not going to forget about that moment because she's going to continue to think about these romantic type of thoughts about Orhun as they continue to grow on in their party. So it's going to be interesting to see how their relationship goes. Um, I'm not going to say that Orhun doesn't have feelings for Selma. Maybe he does. Um, Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just respects her and likes her more as a party mate, and he just wants to be like, hey, I respect your feelings, but I just want to be just friends and party mates. So hopefully this doesn't make things awkward between us, right? But again, like I said, I'm completely fine with him. The girl that he ends up being with by the end of this series is Selma, because I think Selma is definitely the poster girl of the series. Because, well, she looks like any other anime hot chick you see. But anyways, we'll see what's gonna go happen next. I wonder if we're gonna cut back to this Shion thing, or something else. Maybe we cut back to the adventurers party or the heroes party and see what their repercussions are. But other than that, oh man. Okay, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Jack of all trades content or any other anime content I upload to the channel. Until then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day or your night or whenever you're watching this video. Till then, guys, peace.